All right, everybody. Happy Sunday night. Welcome to Music on the Menu on the River. Alan K. Stout with you, as I always am, Sunday nights from 9 to 10 o'clock, bringing you regional artists doing their own original material from right here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Hanging out with D.C. Taylor, as I always am, and it's a little more calm here than we were last time we were here with the television crew here on Tuesday night.
Yeah, all sorts of bright lights and everything.
Yeah, cameras, lights, camera, action, but... we got through that, and that will be on SSP TV on May 19th with the television show The Girls and the performance of Miz. So
good.
Something to look forward to. We've got another special show here tonight, though. We've had so many guests in over the last couple of weeks, and we love having guests in. We've got Adam McKinley here from the band SUZE. Good to see you, Adam.
Good to see you too, buddy.
We have to be honest. I see Adam a lot right now because our sons are playing on the same baseball team.
Yeah.
And so we're standing at the side of ball fields quite a bit.
Shame we couldn't have the equipment down at the field. We could have just killed two birds with one stone.
We could have done the show at the field, gone mobile.
Right.
But, the reason you're here is really special. And your band, SUZE, who we love here on the show.
Thank you.
We've had you here at Music on the Menu Live twice. At Breakers, you helped kick it off 3 years ago. I know I had you down when we were doing it at the Woodlands back there. And so, we've done a bunch of events together over the years. But it's your 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
10 years.
Yep.
And you're going to celebrate it with a big show at the FM Kirby Center.
Yep,
that's coming
right.
up. That's coming up next weekend.
Yeah, May 12th, Friday.
May 12th, Friday night. And so that's why I wanted to have you come in and talk about it, and maybe share some stories about your memories of the band and where you're going next, and the show at the Kirby and so forth. But let's start with Friday night at the Kirby. You probably could have done it anywhere. You got a great reputation as a band. You bring people out. You really bring it on stage. I mean, if you wanted to go down to the Jazz Cafe or one of the clubs in town, I'm sure they would have loved to have had you.
Sure.
How did you wind up getting at the Kirby? Is this part of the Chandelier concert series with Will Beekman?
Yes.
Did you work with that with Will? Tell us how it all came down.
Well, basically, almost a year ago to the date, May 5th of last year, we opened for King Radio, our mutual friend AJ Jump's band from the West Coast. He was nice enough to ask us to open for them. So we took advantage of the opportunity and played well. And at the end of the night, Will and I were talking downstairs, and he kind of made an innuendo, if you will, that we should do something like this again. So that immediately stuck with me. I was like, oh, wow, he thinks we can do this on our own, I think. Or at least that's what I thought he meant.
Thought what he was saying, right?
Yeah, so just over the months, I was kind of in touch with them and asking them. And in that time, I realized, wow, we're coming up on our 10-year anniversary. I said, that'd be a good selling point to push this show more so than just doing a regular show there. You know, adding that element in adds an element of a crowd, too. Like, I think it generates more interest, It's
a celebration. It's an event. Sure.
Exactly. So that's basically how it came about. So
you guys were great that night.
Thank you.
I was there for the King Radio.
It was fun. It was fun. We had a good show.
Blew the roof off that lobby that night.
Yeah, we had a good time. So, so Will and I got together back in, I think it was like the end of January. We finally hashed it out, and he was great about it. I mean, he really let me take the lead on like what I had in mind, and I basically just told him what I was thinking, and he was totally on board with it. And so that was it. And
there we go.
We just ran with it. So
FM Kirby Center, Friday night.
Yeah.
SUZE, 10th anniversary. We're going to talk to Adam a lot more about the last 10 years with SUZE throughout the program. Let's get some music on for you now. This one's from the band. It's called Danny Drank Whiskey.
A tale of his travels from Montreal to Poughkeepsie. He was slurring his speech as he talked, 'cause then he drank whiskey. Never gonna stop, tells bad jokes and he yells when he talks, 'cause then he drank whiskey. In a Wild Bill's beef jerky jar, blew the smoke out his nose and put it out on the bar, 'cause then he drank whiskey. Then he stood up from his bar seat and stumbled towards the back, leaving a mouthful of Jameson and his cigarette pack. Got to the men's room and he opened the door, but he stopped in his tracks and threw up on the floor, 'cause then he drank whiskey. Stop, tells bad jokes and he yells when he talks. Got in his car, but the whiskey had taken its toll. Then he fell asleep at the wheel and woke up in a hole, 'cause then he drank whiskey. Stop, tells bad jokes and he yells when he talks, 'cause then he drank whiskey. take it slower. Back to town, eyes are coming down. Look at each other, turn right around. Free your mind on the way. It's a long way home. Free your mind on the way. It's a long way home, long way
SUZE here on Music on the Menu on the River, a song called Bunker Hill. And before that, another one from SUZE, a song called Danny Drank Whiskey. We're hanging out with Adam from SUZE. Again, Friday night, FM Kirby Center, their 10th anniversary show in the lobby. What time are you going on?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, and no opener.
No opener. And this won't be like the Jazz Cafe where we actually go on at 9:30.
Okay, so
we're going to be on at 8 o'clock sharp.
Go on at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you could go to, and you'll be in downtown. Probably the show wraps up 10 or so, and you know, there's bars down there. You can make a night of it downtown.
Yeah,
it's very cool.
Absolutely.
Adam, looking back on the 10 years with the band, let's go back to the beginning. You know, when you formed the band, talk to us about that time in your life. Who were the guys you originally got together with? What were you thinking musically? Did you have the same direction that you have now? How did it evolve?
Well, all those questions, the answer is
a lot of questions.
Nobody. No. But all those are good because none of them, we didn't think about any of those at the time. Like so the original members were myself, Chris Bednar, Brandon Schaffern, and then Kevin Gallagher. So our first gig was at a friend of mine from Penn State's Memorial Day party. He basically asked me to play because we used to come home from the bar at Penn State and drink and jam and sing along, whatever. So he asked me to play this big party that he has. So long story short, I asked Brandon and Chris to do it with me because I grew up with them, childhood friends. They actually taught me my first couple chords on guitar. And the next day, I met Kevin at Dugan's in Luzerne, just randomly. And we basically asked him to come along and play with us because it was, you know, 2 guitars and a bass. So he came along, and then we ended up getting a show at Sununa's like a month later, and we were kind of off to the races. But at first, I don't even think we ever thought we would have a band. I mean, it was kind of just something to do because we were broke early 20s and college guys, you know, in the summer with nothing to do at night.
Right.
You know, we could go to the bar, but we didn't have a lot of money to spend. So we'd grab a case of beer or a 12-pack or whatever, and we'd just go hang out and jam at Brandon's mom's her warehouse that she had. So it kind of just started that way, but we had no musical direction. We had no...
Were you doing covers then?
Yeah, we were doing only covers.
Right.
Not that many.
I mean, that's how so many Beatles started out that way.
Oh, of course.
You know?
Yeah, and like the first show we played, I think we only knew like 15 songs, which is not... And that was when you thought you had to play till 2 a.m.
Right.
Like you didn't want to get in trouble by playing.
Right.
So we had to fill 4 hours worth of time with about 15 to 16 songs.
It's like that episode of Happy Days where they played All Shook Up like 20 times.
Right, exactly. So we ended up, that's kind of how we got the jam aspect in, because we were like, well, we got to extend these songs. So we would just kind of jam them just to take up more time. But yeah, it was
a fun
just
memory.
Weird
though.
how it
You look
how
back
it
on it
came
now,
about.
it's funny, right?
Oh, it's hilarious. Yeah. Because we had no intentions of doing this or even coming on a radio show and talking about it or any of that stuff. You know, we were just hanging out.
Well, let's shift gears during the next segment. We'll talk about how you got to the original music. But let's get one of those songs on again now. This one's another one from SUZE. This one's called Rugged Rebel.
Without the sleeves, rugged rebel, he wanted all his drinks for free. When he came into town, nobody wanna come round. He was the baddest type of dude. When he walks the streets, people start to retreat. He knows they ain't trying to be rude. He was a rugged rebel. He wore his t-shirt without the sleeves. Rugged rebel. He wanted all his drinks for free. When he loaded his gun, he's got the sharpest shot around the way. It points it at you, well you know what to do, 'cause he'll pop you in the plain sight of day. Hey, hey, he was a rugged rebel. He wore his t-shirt without the sleeves. Rugged rebel, he wanted all his drinks for free. So he grabbed a seat towards the end, gave me a look, tried to get me all shook. I know the message he was trying to send. So I looked right back, said, hey, what you looking at? What the hell's all this staring about? Stood at his stool, tried to play me a fool, so I knocked that motherfucker out. He was a rugged rebel. He wore his t-shirt without his sleeves. Rugged rebel. He wanted all his drinks for free.
quiet daydream one more time, to sift through the madness in my mind. Broken wheels stop spinning round and turn my smiles upside down. Well, I want to thank you for leaving me, 'cause I was so broken that I couldn't see. The only thing holding me back was you. And now I'm alone when each day is through. And this is for all the good times we used to share. And this is for all the good times still out there. I want you to know that you're still beautiful, you see. And it don't matter how many lovers you've been through since me. See, there's a warmth in your soul that shines in your eyes when we wake up Sunday mornings, lying side by side. And there was a short time when things were good, and in that short time I treated you like I should. I want you to know that I still dream of you each night. And I don't care where you wake up or if it's right, 'cause sometimes the feeling, it gets so deep. But sometimes the mountain, oh you know it's just too steep. And this is for all the good times we used to share. This is for all the good times still out there. I want you to know that you're still beautiful, you see. And it don't matter how many lovers you've been through since me. There was a time in late September when I left it all behind, holding on to nothing but the wheel that drives my mind. And I heard your tires spinning in the mess I left back home. I just hope you know that right now we're both better off alone. So if this is the last good time we get to share, there ain't no more good times for us out there, I want you to know that you're still beautiful to me. And there'll still be that place in time where you'll always be. Quiet daydream one more time, to sift through the madness my mind. Broken wheels stop spinning round and turn my smiles upside down.
secrets to yourself, just to stay alive, and lie a little to your God. I know it's nothing new for you. You're falling in and out of love, now there's nowhere left to run, so burn it all down to the ground, to begin it all again. Why can't you see what's right in front of you? All the bridges that you burned along the way. Why can't you see what's right in front of you? Or is it blinding to be standing on the sun? If there's room up there for me, lift me to your sky. Let me break down your facade to hear something true from you. We're falling in and out of love, now there's nowhere left to run, so burn it all down to the ground, to begin it all again. Why can't you see what's right in front of you? All the bridges that you burned along the way. Why can't you see what's right in front of you? Or is it blinding to be standing on the sun? 'Cause I won't yeah. Because I kinda like the view below. And I crawl through fire just to get inside of you. You took me higher than I ever been before. Why can't you see what's right in front of you? And all the bridges that you burned along the way. Why can't you see what's right in front of you? Or is it blinding to be standing on the sun? Why can't you sing a different kind of song? Or is it deafening to hear the one for you? Why can't you turn the page and just move on? Or is it blinding to be standing on the sun?
Aaron Fink here on Music on the Menu on the River, a song called Standing on the Sun. Before that, Miz with Broken Wheels. Got to give a shout out to him for the fine show he gave us on Tuesday night at Breakers as part of his Music on the Menu Live. And before that, SUZE with Rugged Rebel. We're hanging out with Adam from SUZE. We're talking about their show this Friday at the Kirby to note their 10th anniversary. And he was telling us some funny stories before we got to that batch of tunes about being a cover band, playing at the Nunes's 10 years ago, you know, only knowing 15 songs, having to play 4 hours, and extending those songs to try to extend out the night. Actually, we were talking during the break here, actually may have not only helped your musicianship because you had to learn how to jam, but it also took you in the musical direction for your original music.
Yeah. Yeah, we were all pretty big jam band fans too at that time.
In the
for
Dave
the most
Matthews
part.
Band, and
Not even more like even like Mo and
real
Fish
jam band,
and
yeah.
String Cheese Incident and Humphreys McGee, like all those bands that were starting to get bigger around that time. Or Fish probably was already huge at that time, but so it kind of just led us to having a little more freedom within songs, less structure, and that's what kind of the early stuff is. Even on CD, like the first album, I think the shortest song is like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Just because we didn't really know how to structure a song or how to end a song or whatever. So a lot of it was just mindless jamming. I mean, it didn't get too boring, but I guess sometimes it might have. But it kind of led us down that path of doing those things.
And then when you get in the studio with a producer, everything kind of came together.
Yeah, absolutely.
The songs are great. I mean, we were playing some of them from that first record.
Yeah, we added some more structure to the ideas that we already had at that time when we were writing and starting to do that stuff.
Would you say those bands that you just mentioned from, that jam scene, the Mo String Cheese time, it even goes back 20 years now. I think I saw Mo at the Bud Light Amphitheater back in the late 90s.
Yeah.
So 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Were they major influences on you?
I think
more so than anybody. Who are some of your favorite bands growing up?
I mean, me personally, they weren't a huge influence. I mean, on the band as a whole. Because we took those elements of what they did as far as jamming and incorporated them. But I was always a Pink Floyd, Cream, Zeppelin, Jack White, like blues rock kind of guy. For the most part, I liked R&B. I liked hip hop. So like in that realm. But then we just had so many differing musical tastes. Like Brandon was really into the jam bands. Chris was really into the jam bands. And then when Adam joined, he liked that kind of stuff too, as well as jazz and all these different things. Kevin was kind of a 90s rock kind of guy. So that's where we got this ambiguous sound that we had for so long, where we weren't writing songs specifically for a sound. We were just writing whatever we thought sounded good.
Right.
We weren't saying like, well, this is going to be a blues rock song, or this is going to be a boogie kind of song, or this or that. It was kind of just whatever sounded good. And if we liked it, we just wrote it, and whatever came out,
I'll tell you what, they sound good.
Well, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Let's play another one from SUZE. This one's called She Ain't the Kind.
She ain't the kind to bottle up her frustration. She ain't the kind to keep things to herself. Yeah, she's the kind to let you know what she's thinking. No, she ain't the kind to keep out to yourself. She ain't the kind whose maintenance is low. She ain't the kind who'll settle for anything less. Yeah, she's the kind to spend up all your money. No, she ain't the kind who's easily impressed. Yeah, she ain't the kind to let you say she's on mine. Yeah, she's the kind that don't give a damn about you anyway. No, she ain't the kind of girl who's worth your time. You're worth your time.
daydream, it's a daydream. Forget what is spoken, all will be broken. Daydream, it's a daydream. Hello, my name is Mr. Durden. Am I really alive in a way? I am sorry if I keep you hurting. Is this daydream all a mistake? Maybe
Strawberry Jam here on Music on the Menu on the River with a song called Rubber Room. That's one of the first records I ever got when I started covering music here in Northeast PA. The album came out, I think, in actually 1994. So, old record from Strawberry Jam, but great stuff. Before that, Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentleman, a song called Daydream. I know Dustin's a good friend of yours. You did some shows together.
Absolutely.
Before that, SUZE with She Ain't the Kind. We're talking to Adam here about the SUZE show this Friday at the Kirby. Who's playing with you this Friday? First of all, you talked about the history before.
Yeah.
And who's your current lineup?
So the current lineup is myself, Adam Gabriel, who's been with us with me for 8 years. And then Brian Gilday, and then Jason Stefanski, formerly of Woody Brown's.
Good band.
And he plays with the Subnautics, and, so we got lucky with those two guys, that's for sure.
Yeah, I remember you telling me when you were here about a year ago, you were going through that transition.
Right.
Things have worked out well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And looking back on those 10 years, what are some of your favorite gigs, memories, things that have happened? I know you've done a couple of records, and they're great.
I would say
it's part of it, I'm sure.
Honestly, to be honest, I think the first time we did the live radio show was really cool. And actually, the ironic part about it was Adam, who was the guitarist in the band, couldn't even do it.
That was down at the Woodlands, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a last-minute thing. He had to go away for work, and we were kind of just stuck. So we had our friend Craig, who doesn't live around here anymore, fill in. But, I mean, that's definitely one of them. Definitely our first album release, just seeing how many people came out. Obviously our first show, our first time at the Jazz,
all that stuff.
The Kirby show last year, we played this festival in New York a few years in a row that my uncle runs. Like, that was cool. So some of those like bigger shows, that kind of stuff is the stuff memorable. That sticks out, and so
it's nice stuff, man. It's good. I remember the show at the Woodlands. I remember like Facebook was kind of new then, and I remember I was posting from the show, and I just put "SUZE is bringing."
That's good.
That's when that expression wasn't like beat like it is now. Right. Let's play another one from SUZE. This one's called "Another Cautionary Tale."
Trick up her sleeve. Watch how quickly she can leave. By the time he's starting to grieve, she set sail. Another cautionary tale. And her friends are no better. She'll tell you up if you let her. No matter how much you sweat her, she's gonna bail. Another cautionary tale. A man with no limit. Most folks consider a dimwit, but now the judges hit him with no bail. Another cautionary tale. A figurehead of a drug ring, treated like he was a king, but now his children are suffering. He's in jail. Another cautionary tale. Son, a woman knows they can guess, son. Put your life into question. You and your conscience are restless. Now from the stories that teach you, at last the message might reach you. Don't let temptation derail and become another cautionary tale. so frail. Another cautionary tale. I'm an old lion, on my way to Zion. I'm an old lion, and I still got my pride. Young lion, hear me roar. Cause I'm from the generation trod before. Bob Marley had the lion's roar. And when I heard it, I knew for sure. Reggae music all around the world, like a flag of freedom in the wind unfurled. Through trials and tribulations and every kind of situation, I receive my education and I get my inspiration from Rastafari, ever living, ever loving, guiding I and I. My way to Zion. I'm an old lion, and I still got my pride.
George Wesley here on Music on the Menu with a song called Old Lion. And before that, SUZE with another cautionary tale. I wanted to play some George tonight because I wanted to remind people that it was about a year ago now that George actually played his last show. No one knew it was going to be at the time because no one had realized that he was ill. But he did his last show at the Fine Arts Fiesta in downtown Wilkes-Barre, and that will be coming up again shortly. And so keep your eye out for that schedule because they're going to be doing something special for George at the festival this year where they're going to have some of his old bandmates get up and do some of his tunes. So I wanted to remind everybody about that tonight on the show. Adam, thanks for coming in tonight and hanging out.
Thank you.
Look forward to Friday night for people that are we always hope we get people just driving through town that have never listened to the show before. So
sure.
where can people find your music, your downloads, your website?
Yeah, so the website's SUZERocks.com, SUZEROCKS.com. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, Facebook.
And when you go to the website, does that take you to the iTunes?
The website,
and all
you
that?
can get to everything. We have a YouTube channel called SUZE Music.
Okay.
All those, there's links to all that stuff on the page. Show dates, photos, videos, all that typical stuff you'd find on a band website,
Well, check that out. If you like the tunes you heard tonight, you could, as Adam said, you could go there, check out some of their videos online, get some downloads, new stuff. And come check them out on Friday night at the Kirby, 8 o'clock, downtown Wilkes-Barre, the 10th anniversary of one of the great bands that we have here from northeastern Pennsylvania. Congratulations on your 10 years, Adam.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you Friday night at the Kirby. We'll leave you with another one from SUZE. This one's called Take Me to Your Room. Catch you next week.
Tilting her head, but I won't soon forget just what she said. She said, take me to your room, baby, take me to. Take me to your room, baby, take me to. Take me to your room, baby, take me to. And lay me down gently neath the sunlit moon. Later while she's getting dressed, as she smokes a cigarette between her lips it is pressed. She slips on her high heels as she's about to walk out. Then she turns and looks at me with a bedroom face pout. And I know just what she's doing, what she's got up her sleeve. Stifling a smile as she's looking at me. Walk her down the hallway, tell her see you later. She stops me in my tracks outside the elevator and says, take me to your room, baby, take me to. Take me to your room, baby, take me to. Take me to your room, baby, take me to. And lay me down gently neath the sunlit moon. Take me to. Take me to your room, take me to. Take me to your room, take me to. Take me to your room, take me to. And lay me down gently neath the sun.